Welcome. My name is Anik, and we're going to do some lovely yoga today. If it feels right for you, you can grab a mat. Even if you don't have a mat today, you can honestly do a lot of these postures in bed, on the floor, whatever works for you. And I also want to offer the opportunity, if you have some blocks, go ahead, use some blocks. I don't have any at home at the moment, so I'm just going to use my pillow in the back. I also recommend if you have a strap, a yoga strap, or even a belt works, or a thin scarf, that's always an option. Otherwise, we're going to get started. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I do want to say, before I get started, I got hurt. I fell, I had a bike accident. And so you may see me placing my hand in a very weird way when I do down dog or certain things like that. It's just so that I don't continue hurting myself. But yeah, I'll give you all the indications so you won't be in the dark at all. We'll get started. Grab your mat and join me. All right, we're gonna start. If you have a pillow or a block, you can place that under your hips and just cross your legs however it best suits your body and your skeletal system. We're doing movements today more for after the office when you've been sitting in a chair for a long time or at your desk for a long time. So we're going to just take gentle stretching, gently opening up our diaphragm, the hips, everything. So when you're ready, just take a moment to settle down into the body. Extend the spine nice and long. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. I welcome you to place the palms either facing up or facing down, just depending on how you're feeling today. Down is more of a grounding, protective energy, and up is when you're feeling more open to receive. So whatever feels right for you, take a moment to find stillness. Gently closing down the eyes or lowering the gaze. And just gently tapping into the breath, observing the body. When we say observe the breath, it can be a little abstract. So something to notice is just the depth of your inhales and exhales. If you notice that you have more of a shallow breath at the moment, maybe you notice that the breath only reaches to a certain part of the chest. It means maybe you're holding on to a little bit of tension. You're holding your breath a little bit more today. But if you're able to take full deep breaths, you can feel your belly rise and fall. You can feel that air pass all the way down, maybe even towards the pubic bone. That means you're fully relaxed. You have some good lungs on you. Either way, I welcome you to take a moment and lengthen your breath. A good place to start is inhaling for 5 seconds long. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhaling again, up to 5. Exhaling for 7. And we'll just take 3 more of those breaths on our own, allowing the face muscles to relax, the shoulders to drop down. Even when we're inhaling, the diaphragm is expanding. The shoulders are staying relaxed, unbothered. Last deep breath. This time, sip in as much air as you possibly can on the inhale. Hold it at the top. Sip in a little bit more air. Open the mouth, exhale, release. And gently return to the normal breathing, your normal rhythm. We'll place one hand over the heart, the other over the belly. Last 2 breaths here before we begin moving. And gently lower the hands back down onto your lap or on your knees. You can tuck your chin in towards the chest. And gently begin to open up the eyes, gazing at the floor to start, and gently raising it up in front of you. Beautiful. Great way to start. We'll be beginning our movement by clasping the hands together behind your back and then moving the hands over to the right, just like this. It might be a little awkward at first, but we want the left shoulder to lower down as much as possible. On your inhale, extend the spine nice and tall. On the exhale, the head tilts towards the right side. So you feel the pull, the tug on the left side of your neck, the shoulder. You can close down your eyes and take 3 rejuvenating breaths on your own. Using Ujjayi breath, which we started to do at the beginning, also known as ocean breath. Taking really deep inhales and exhales and allowing those exhales to be longer as much as possible. One more breath all together. Exhale. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Reach the hands over to the left. Same thing. This time you're dropping the right shoulder down. Keep the spine nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, the head tilts towards the left, stretching at the right side of the neck, the shoulder. If you can lower the ear down towards the shoulder, that's great. If you can't, that's also fine. Then you're just like me right now. And 3 deep breaths on your own. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to center. Release the hands. Shake them out. And we'll do another one that is very similar. We're going to extend the left arm out to the side. You want to raise those fingers up as much as possible. The right hand is going to reach overhead. Grab onto your left ear. Inhale, extend the spine nice and tall. On the exhale, the head tilts towards the right. Keep lifting your fingertips up. It's a similar sensation. This time we're going a little deeper. 3 deep breaths here. The more you lift the fingers, the more intensity you may feel. So take your time. Allow your chest or your jaw to unclench, to soften. Inhale, arm overhead once you finish those 3 breaths. Exhale down. We're going to go for the other side. So same thing, lifting the right fingers up. Left hand overhead, grab for your right ear, extend the spine, the neck, and exhale gently, tilting to the left. Keep those fingertips up, opening the palm of the hand. Gently, just allowing the weight of the arm to do the pulling. You're not doing more than that. 3 deep breaths. Maybe you've already started. And gently inhale, arm up. Exhale, down. We'll place our fingers together, clasp them together, and gently do some wrist circles. These are known as infinity signs, and I'll come a little closer so you can see what I'm doing with my hands, but we're allowing our wrists to open up, just like this, gently, and we'll do the same in the other direction. Go ahead, other direction. Might be a little weird at first. And when you're ready, flip those palms forward. Extend your hands as far forward as you can. We're going to round our spine, drop our head between our arms. Inhale, arms overhead. Imagine you're pushing the palms towards the ceiling, pulling the shoulders down, away from the ears, opening up the chest, chin up. Exhale, same thing, round your spine, drop your chin towards the chest, palms facing forward. And inhale, open the chest, shoulders lower down. Last time, round your spine. Exaggerate the movement as much as you can. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, right hand towards the floor, left hand overhead, going for a nice side bend. Opening up the rib cage. If you'd like, you can always place your hand behind your neck or your head. And to go a little deeper, you can always walk the hand out to the side or even lower the elbow down if that's accessible. Extend your left arm overhead and gently moving to the other side. Left hand on the floor, right arm overhead. Make sure to rotate open the diaphragm. And when you're ready, you can scoot the hand to the side even more or place the hand behind your neck, elbow facing up. And then extending the right arm overhead, coming back to center. We'll go for some cat-cows, so feel free to take out the block from underneath or the pillow, whatever you had. I'll move to the side so you guys can see the movement of the spine. We're placing our hands on our knees. Inhale, open the chest, chin up, shoulders down. You really want to curve the spine as much as you can. Exhale, round your spine, drop the chin towards the chest, similar like we did with the arms. We're just going to finish this movement in a different way. Inhale, seated cat-cows. Exhale, round the spine. You can go ahead and do a few more or begin doing some circles of the spine. For example, dropping the forehead down towards the mat, going in a circle in one direction. Taking your time, feel free to use your arms if you want. It helps you get a little deeper into the posture, into the movement. And in the other direction, you can continue using your arms if that feels right. or continuing with the hands on the knees. One more circle. And gently back to center. Whatever leg you had in front, go ahead and place that behind so we can be equal on both sides. We're going to place our arms over each other, grab onto the knees, and round the spine, drop the chin towards the chest. Stay here, one deep breath. Inhale, open up the chest, and switch arms. Now the other arm is on top. Deep inhale. Exhale, round the spine, drop the chin towards the chest. One deep breath. Inhale, open up the chest, and release. Beautiful. We're going to go on to our hands, onto our knees. And I welcome you to curl the toes underneath and gently push the hips up high, walk your dog, pedal out the feet. As you see, my hand is placed a little differently, but you should have both palms on the floor just like this. Except I won't be able to because I sprained it, so don't mind my hand. Pedal out your feet, go ahead and move the hips side to side. Just get comfy in down dog. We're going to extend the right leg up towards the ceiling, as high up as it can go. Bend your knee. Place the foot between your hands at the top. Drop the back knee. Inhale, open up the chest. Deep breath in. We really want to sit deep into the hips. You can uncurl the back toes if you want. However, we're going to move into a half split, which is just pushing the hips back, extending the front leg. You can keep your hands on each side of your hips if you want, or you can have blocks here to keep your back straight. It's more important to keep your back straight than the knee. So if that means you need to bend your knee a little bit today, go for it. Let your ego get out of the way. If you want, you can also move the hips gently side to side, stretch out the bottom of the leg or the back of the thigh. And we'll rebend our knee, place our hands on the floor, step back to high plank, lower down onto the knees, onto your chest, and inhale for a little cobra, legs together. You're placing the palms on the floor, opening up the chest, squeezing your shoulder blades together. You should be engaging the back enough to be able to lift the hands off the floor, just like this. Lifting your chin up, gazing past your nose. If you would like, you can go into full up dog, which is pushing the palms into the floor, lifting the knees and hips off the ground. Open up the chest, shoulders down away from the ears. Stretch your neck. You can let your head fall back. Exhale, down dog. Same thing with this other side. Left leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to nose. And you're going to drop the foot between the hands. Drop the back knee. Inhale. Open up the chest. On your exhale, push the hips back. Go for your half splits. Option to walk the hands further back if you need. Option to have blocks on each side. The more you flex your foot, the deeper the sensation will be. Option to rock side to side. We're going to do this 3 times in total on each side. When you're ready, bend your knee in front. Curl the back toes and step back. You can either lower down onto the knees and the chest like we just did, or go for full chaturanga, shifting your weight forward, lowering down low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Same thing. When you're ready, right leg lifts. Bring the knee towards the nose. Drop the heel. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, half splits. If it's accessible to you, you can walk the hands forward, lower the forehead. Bend your knee and step back. Either meet me in Chaturanga Dandasana or go straight to down dog. This is Chaturanga, the high plank to low plank. Then this is up dog and then down dog. Other side, left leg lifts, knee to nose, step between the hands. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, hips back. Option to walk your hands forward, drop your forehead down. Inhale, bend your knee. And go ahead, half vinyasa, which is the three things: chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Last time, all together. You got this. Right leg towards the front. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Hips back. Other side. Either go straight to down dog or go for full half vinyasa. Down dog. Left leg. When you're ready, step it forward. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Hips back. Bend the front knee. Chaturanga Dandasana or down dog. Inhale for up dog and go straight to child's pose. You can lower the forehead down, arms in front. There's a few different ways you can do child's pose. If you need a little bit more help with your spine today, especially the lumbar spine at the base here, keep the knees together in child's pose, just like this. If you'd rather keep or work on opening up the hips, you can walk the knees out to each side and then lower down. So just find what works for you. If you'd like to open up the shoulders and it's accessible to you, you can place the hands together, walk the elbows closer together, and take a moment here. Opening up the chest, the shoulders. Keep extending the spine and the neck, nice and long. If you have blocks and you'd like to place blocks under your elbows to elevate your arms, go ahead. That can help open up the chest even more. Do whatever feels right to you here. There's also the option of lowering your thumbs towards your neck, which creates a different sensation as well. Just play around, see how it feels. Try to get a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Release the hands and gently walk the hands up towards your knees. We'll be going into a camel prep. So I'll go up onto my knees, and for this, we're going to do a little bit of a back bend. So we're placing the hands on the lower back, rolling the shoulders back and down away from the ears, elbows towards each other. Let's push our hips forward. Let the head drop back. This is the first variation. Curl your chin towards your chest and then rise back up. We're going to do this again. You have the option to do just exactly that, or I'll show you what you can do for the next variation. So once again, push the hips forward, open up the chest, head goes back. Option to reach for your ankles or your heels. Continue to push your hips forward. When you're ready, chin to chest and rise back up. Great job. How are we feeling? All right, we're gonna do this third and last time. When you're ready, one of those two variations. Go ahead and go. Hips forward. Exhale. If you're really flexible and you'd like to reach the arms overhead, you may do so like this. And lower down onto the heels. And if you want, even knees separate or knees together into child's pose. Take a breather. Inhale, rise back up. We're going to do a lot of things here with mobility. The next one, we're going to go into down dog, hips up, and we're going to place the right foot between the hands at the top. Drop your back knee. You may stay with your arms overhead if that feels right, just dumping into your hip flexor, or you can place your hands on your knee, stay here. If not, you can always have your hands on a block or two blocks on the inside of your foot, or you can lower your hands down onto the mat. We're taking the time to really stretch out the hips, the back of the legs. If you're really flexible here, you're also welcome to lower down onto your elbows. Just make sure to keep the leg, the knee, close to your shoulder, so your knee is not falling out to the side. It may take a little second, a few breaths for your lower back to get comfortable in this posture. So get comfortable about being uncomfortable. If it's pain, then that is a different subject, and you should definitely get out of it if it's in pain. There's also the option for your knee. If you have a very sensitive knee and you need a little bit more padding, you can always fold the mat and lower back down. When you're ready, rise back up. Just gonna get just like that. And we're gonna place the right hand on the inside of the knee, push the leg away, gaze up towards the ceiling. I'll show you a different angle of that so you can see. So I'm placing my hand on the inside of the knee, extending my arm, gazing up. When you're ready, bring your knee back to center. And we're gonna go for a little bit of a mobility here. Now move to the side here. We're gonna reach our arms overhead. We're engaging your glute here. And we're going to be placing the left arm over the right arm for eagle arms. Lift the elbows a little higher and gaze past your arms. Take a moment here, engage the abs. You should feel the opening between the shoulder blades. Deep breath in, lift the elbows higher up. And on the exhale, we're going to fold forward. Keep your legs where they're at. All we're doing is gently Bringing the elbows down towards the floor as much as we can. Maybe they touch the mat, and rise back up. We're going to do that 3 times in total. Gently with control. Take your time. Lower down. Maybe you have a block on the floor and attempt to touch that instead. All up to you. Inhale, rise back up. Reach the arms back up. And half vinyasa. High plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Extending the left leg up. Placing the foot between your hands. Lowering the back knee. Taking a moment. Here you can stay with the arms overhead. On your knee. Or on blocks. Or on the floor. Or if you're more flexible, always option to have your elbows lower down. Keep the knee close knit to your shoulder. And it's super normal for one side to be more flexible than the other. So give yourself some grace, some kindness. But most importantly, breathe deeply. When you're ready, you can place yourself back onto the hands if you had lowered down. And same thing with the knee. Placing the left hand on the inside of the left knee. Push your leg away. Gaze towards the ceiling. Release. And once again, we're going to extend the arms overhead. Make sure that your heel is right below the knee, and that'll help you with support for the next one, which is eagle arms, right arm over the left. Lift your elbows up. We're engaging the glutes here. Stable, sturdy legs. Curl the back toes underneath if you feel that will help you. And when you're ready, folding down, elbows lower down. Inhale back up. Exhale 2. Inhale up. Exhale 3. Last one. See if you can lower the elbows down. Inhale, rise up. Release. Stand your arms up. And half vinyasa. Going for our chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Shake it out. Shake your head yes and no, side to side. And then lower down onto the knees. We're going to do about 3 to 4 more postures before we end our class. So we're going to do Janu Shirshasana on each side. You can bend your right knee. It doesn't have to be all the way up your thigh. It can be further down towards the foot, whatever works for you. And now this is where you can use a strap. For those who have a tough time reaching your ankle or your foot, you can wrap the strap in front of the foot and then pull the elbows out to the side, lower the chin towards the chest. For those who have more access to your foot or your ankle, you can grab your ankle or the outside of your foot like a hamburger. We're going to extend the spine nice and tall. And then on the exhale, elbows out to the sides. Lower your forehead towards your shin. We're really folding from the base of our spine rather from the middle of the spine. So we're not rounding like this. We're really folding from the base, from our hips. Inhale, realign. Exhale, fold down. Keep that left leg as straight as possible. Flex the left foot. And inhale. One more time. Realigning the spine. Last time, fold as deep as possible. Inhale, rise up. And gently bend your knees, windshield wipe to each side. And go for the other leg. So once again, bending our left knee. This time, right leg is extended in front. Arms reach overhead. Inhale. Twist towards your straight leg. And then on the exhale, hinging from the hips. Option to use your strap. And pull in. Or grab your ankle or the outsides of your foot. Inhale, extend the spine nice and tall. Exhale, 2 out of 3, fold back in. Can you tell there's a pattern of threes here? Inhale, rise back up. Last time, the deepest you've done so far. Inhale, rise back up. And windshield wipe your knees gently. All right. Moving onto our spine. We'll go for some spinal twists. I recommend starting out, if you're a beginner, you can keep the knees together just like this. Spread your arms out to each side and allow the knees to fall over to the right. Gaze is towards the left. If you're more advanced or you'd like a deeper stretch, you can always wrap the top leg over the bottom leg for a deeper expression. And you can always place blocks or pillows below your knee if it's too deep of a twist as well. There's also the option of placing some weight on your knees by, allowing the hand to put some weight, and also the option to bend your left elbow to open up and stretch the muscles connecting the arm and the breast. Wherever you're at, 2 more breaths here. Unclenching the jaw. And when you're ready, moving to the other side. I know it's a little quick, but we gotta finish soon. So when you're ready, gently either keeping the knees together and lowering the knees towards the left, gaze towards the right, or wrapping the top leg over the bottom leg. Option to place some weight on the knees with your hand. An option to cactus your right elbow for more of a shoulder opener, chest opener. If it feels right, you can close down your eyes. And let's do 3 breaths on this side. One more. Gently bring your knees back to center. Wrap your arms around, nose towards your knees. Option for a little happy baby here before transitioning. You extend your legs out to each side, one at a time, or both at the same time, or just massage your lower back, whatever works for you. You're also more than welcome to grab the outsides of the feet just like that, and then pull the knees in towards the chest. Just make sure you're not lifting the hips up off the ground. We still want the back to be as straight and long as possible, including the neck. And when you're ready, we're going to place the feet on the floor, toes in, heels out, kind of like a duck. It's a little awkward at first, but we're going to let the knees fall in towards each other. If you're like this and the knees don't touch easily, it means your feet are a little too far away. So just shimmy them closer, tuck the tailbone underneath, and extend your arms to each side. Or one hand over the heart and the belly. Whatever works for you. Take a moment. 5 deep breaths here, allowing the coccyx, the sacrum, to unclench, to release any tension, and to find softness. Still using the Ujjayi breath, ocean breath. Breathing deeply through the nostrils. And when you're ready, we'll gently bring the knees back in towards the chest, wrap our arms around, and use our momentum to come up to seated. The absolute last thing we're doing is something called toe stretch pose. We're curling the toes underneath, just like this. You can find the right, placement of the toes, and then sit on the heels. Hands on your thighs, shoulders down away from the ears once again. Chin in towards the chest. Option to close down the eyes if that feels right. This can be really intense for some. So at any point, if you need to get out of it, place your hands on the floor, tap the top of the toes, and then come back in. We're holding this just for a few breaths, so just bear with me. We're almost done. But this really helps for hormones, for just different regulations of the body, even the lymphatic system. And it helps with that too. Helps regulate our emotions, our sleep. At any point, once again, hands on the floor, tap the top of the toes, and come back in. One more breath, that's all we have left. And when you're ready, tap the tops of your toes and come to a seated position. Cross your legs however you want. And place the hands in prayer in front of the chest. Thank you so much for being here with me, for practicing, for allowing me to share my passion with you. Thank you. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Thank you to Gentle Stretching. I'm going to scoot my way forward here. Thank you to Gentle Stretching for having me here. As always, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you feel open, relaxed. Yeah, all of the blissful feelings. Anyways, thank you. My name is Anik. Bye.